Hi everybody, welcome to Tuesday Tutorials. I'm Donna Salazar. Today I'm going to be showing you some fun stuff that I got from I Love to Create from the Crafty Chica. She gave me their new spray bottles with the tie-dye in them and the new pens with the tie-dye in them. And what started out as making just one project for the show ended up being an all-day tie-dye party. And we made a bunch of scarves and I fixed a shirt that had a stain on it, and we did a bunch of t-shirts. I'll show you them in a second. And then Adriana and Hunter are here to show you some of the stuff that they made. Come on in. This is my grandson Hunter and his mommy Adriana. And this is what she made for him using some of my stencils. He's got his little muscle shirt on to show his big muscles. And then she made this cute shirt. Let's show me your shirt too. She made this really cute shirt using stencils and the spritzes and then the pens inside of the stencil. It came out really, really cute. I made some t-shirts. And I did with stars on this one. And then after I spritzed it over the stars that were die cut on the shirt, then I went over the outline with the tie-dye pens. And so it became like a watercolory, kind of a cool looking thing. And then this one I put doilies on. And they actually had that idea on the package. This one was supposed to be a heart. I made it for Adriana, but it ended up looking kind of like a skull, like the Day of the Dead skull. So I thought maybe the Crafty Chica might like that one. But this was just using doilies as stencils, or not as stencils, using doilies as masks. And then I just did this spray, the spray bottle dye all over the shirt. Then I made a bunch of scarves. I have the one that I made that I'm wearing right now. So it's just the standard, typical tie-dye using the rubber bands and stuff. So you can kind of see the different colors. This one turned out really cool. It's kind of fiery. And this is only some of the stuff that we made. We made so much stuff. We had so much fun. And then this one, it starts out kind of purple, then goes to turquoise, and then green on the ends. And then these flowers on the bottom are what I'm going to show you how to make. So I'm going to show you how I did these flowers. And to make them, I used not just the pens with the dye in them, but I also used some Tulip Puffy paint and some Duncan Scribbles glitter paint as well, so that it would resist the spray when I tie-dyed it afterwards, because I did the flowers first and then did the tie-dye afterwards. So I'm going to show you how I did those. I started with the red tie-dye pen and I drew a flower shape. I've got it sped up a little bit here, about 200%. And this is just on some dry cotton material. Then I took the pink tie-dye pen and I went to the edge and kind of dragged the color in towards the center. Then I took some puffy paint and I went over the pen and used the paint to kind of blend it together. It's on pretty thin. There's a couple areas that might be a little bit thicker, but for the most part, it's pretty thin. It just is going to give it some texture once you dry it and activate the puffiness in the puffy paint. So you can see it's kind of blending the colors together. Now I use a heat gun. And it kind of changes the color just a little bit, but then it goes back. Then I used the green tie-dye pen to make some swirls and to add some leaves. And this is just one flower. On the example that I showed, there was 3 flowers with the leaves and the swirls. So I filled in some areas with the green pen. Then I went over the flower and the leaves with the Scribbles glitter paint for fabric. I'm just filling it in a little bit. And then I actually go back with my finger and just kind of blend it in. And then I dry this as well. Then you could add a little bit of detail with the black marker, but I wouldn't suggest putting too much. This does kind of blend away when you add the spray dye to it. And here is the finished sample next to the original scarf. I do suggest is when you mix the dyes inside of here, mix them without the nozzle on, because we clogged a bunch of the nozzles because we mixed them with the nozzles on, and I think that it messed them up. And the second thing is they give you these gloves for a reason, and if you do not want to have really dyed fingers, maybe you really can't see it as bad as it was. I cleaned them up pretty good. Then wear the gloves, because it is a dye and it will dye your finger. So that's it for this week, and this week's prize is going to be this scarf that I made with some masks and the spray tie-dye and the tie-dye pens. So if you want a chance to win this scarf, then you can go to the blog here and leave a comment using Rafflecopter, and good luck, and we'll see you next week. Bye! So just go to the blog. Wait. I am going to show. Just kidding.
I broke it.
Thanks so much for joining me. Blah, blah, blah. Pretty. And these were all made from a huge piece of cotton t-shirt.